Hi, Sharon.
You know what I can't get over is I can't stop smiling. I don't know if I'm sure you all feel the same. It's like, little babies, infants, and dogs. I've been smiling this whole time. It's crazy. It's wonderful. Yeah.
Thank you so much. We're going to say real quick. I know it's 8 o'clock, and if you guys have to hop off, I won't feel. I know I said I was going to end at 8, but we're going to go a little over, and I completely understand if you guys have to go. But I just want to say that, so I didn't want to feel that anybody was burdened to be here. Sharon, thank you so much for being here at Little Reno and inviting your friends. And let's talk. Let's dig right into Reno, though. You got a great smile there, Sharon. I wanted you to show his coat, and you said there's somebody who made that.
So our neighbors bought this for him, and it says spirit animal. And this little guy, well, first of all, I was realizing I wasn't really a dog person most of my growing up. I mean, we had one dog, but and I'm sorry that my wife can't be here because she's really the dog person. It's because of her that we have this precious animal dog. And she had another dog, Nixie, who was a Pomeranian Yorkie, and they looked just alike. And he passed about 7 years ago. And so anyway, it was just kind of her thing about wanting another dog, but we waited about 3 years before we got another dog. And she went online and looked at look at this and see what you think. And so I have never picked out a dog before. This was my very first dog I actually picked out, and she let me have full reins of it. So I want to really give lots of gratitude for Rescue a Dog in Newport Richey, Florida. Gina Rosado, she's the one who owned this rescue. And I saw a dog. At first I said, no, I want someone different. I don't want to look like Nixie. I picked out, this one looks exactly like Nixie. The color, everything about this one. So we went over there, and we just fell in love with this one. And so they named him Reno, so we kept his name. And it was just unbelievable. And what she did is she made sure there were like 5 other people that wanted Reno, but she realized how much we wanted him. So she said, well, let me let you know. I'll know by Tuesday. And then she actually came to our home to make sure everything looked good and so forth. And so we passed the test, and it was wonderful. And I remember when she left, when Gina left, I looked at Luann and I said, he's perfect. That was my statement, I said. And he's been amazing. I mean, he was so patient. He was just on my lap. He doesn't really bark that much at all. And he is just a love. So anyway, getting back to our neighbors here, we moved to Colorado from Florida. They have fallen in love with him. When we go out at nights, on the weekends or anything, they beg to have him. When we go out of town, they want him. He has that kind of way about him that people just love him. It's amazing. It really is. And he's just full of love, and but anyway, so yeah, because I'm really a people person typically. I mean, that was me all my life. But this one, he is absolutely he's like a person. So his birthday is July 14th. I'm July 8th. So we're both Cancerians. So that says a lot. He is just a love bug. He just loves people. In fact, Luann gives us such a hard time when we're out walking. So we both will want to say hi to people, and like we'll look because we want them to say hi to us. He does the same thing that I do. It is just hilarious. And the other amazing thing about him is, and I'm doing all these videos now for him. He's just such a star. He's so easy, especially when I wake him up in the morning. When I wake him up, he starts stretching on command. I'm like, okay, Reno, stretch out. He'll stretch his body. And then I just have this conversation with him. And of course, he says nothing, but his mannerisms and actions are just priceless. So he gives me so much joy just in the mornings alone. Talk about a gratitude morning. He really starts mine off that way. He's amazing. And so he was a Yorkie. That's what his papers were. But we did a DNA test, and he doesn't have a Yorkie in him. He's half long-haired Chihuahua, the other half miniature Pinscher, miniature Poodle, and Shih Tzu. Oh, wow. So we call him a Min Pinchy Puzu, is what we call him. And we found out his grandparents were UK show dogs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he's got longer legs in the back. So he looks like a Clydesdale when he's walking because it's shorter in the front and longer in the back. Everybody loves his little walk. It's adorable. It really is. So he is just, he's a love. I mean, he's so easy, and he gives the best hugs in the world. He'll do that like crazy. He's a really good guy. Yeah. He just shows, and he has, before we get done, let me know, because he has another talent, but I want to do it at the end because I'm not sure how it'll go over. But so in just a few moments, you let me know.
Okay. Yeah. You were saying that you take a lot of photos. I remember you talking before about that you would share with the person you adopted, the place you adopted. You share. Yeah. Who's your contact there and the gratitude there?
Yeah, so Gina Risotto, she has rescued a dog. So every time we take pictures, I tag her page, and then she sends them, and she's just so happy because it's been so many years since she gave him to us and we adopted him, and so she's thrilled every time we show pictures. It really is. It's a cool thing to do. She really enjoys that so much, and we do. We're so grateful for her, and what she does. It's really
right. That's so beautiful because I can only imagine every time she sees the tag and she sees the dog, you're basically like sending her a smile. Like you're getting a smile. You know what I mean? Like that it's like affecting her because how much it's affecting you. So that's what a relationship coming out of just her being the person there at this shelter and being there for you when you got Reno. So that's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Because when she got him, he'd been with an older gentleman who just loved him, and he passed away. And so he was like a lap dog, and he never went outside walking or anything. So when we got him, it was his first experience to be outside and walk and run. He'd never done it before. And the gentleman, he couldn't really get regular food for him, so he had scrap foods for him. And he had a liver shunt, and they were going to put him down because of his liver.
Oh, wow.
We started getting him on regular food, and that was all it took. Yeah. And the other wild thing, my friends will really laugh about this. So Luann calls me the alpha mom, and I'm like, what? Because I didn't know what that meant. But apparently I'm mommy number 1, and Luann is mommy number 2, and I didn't even realize that I'm the alpha.
Well, so the neighbor? You said the neighbors will take him anytime you want them to. Is that what you're saying? So
yes, they adore him. They give him clothes. They have clothes for him and treats, and it's so nice to just see that. And everybody on Facebook, all of our friends, they adore him. They want to take him. They just really, he has this way about him. He's so easygoing, and he's just love. That's all he is. He's just love.
Are there people that you just see when you're walking with him that are just friends of his that you all say hi to all the time, or has that changed recently because of?
Yeah, he doesn't have a stranger.
Right.
He loves everyone, and he's like flying when he sees people. He just like jumps up so high. He's like flying. He's so excited. We have a leash, but it's amazing. And his favorite here in Colorado are the bunny rabbits. He just loves the bunny rabbits. He goes nuts. It is so cute. He runs after them. And we love them. The bunny rabbits are cute. We didn't have that many in Florida. So it's really, and the other thing about him too, being in a different climate now, he loves the snow. He doesn't bother him in the least. He's in that snow. And, and then we'll get him out in the snow, and then we'll do a spa treatment. We'll get the towel and we'll blow dry his paws. So, and his whole hair, he gets a spa treatment every time when it snows, when he comes back in, but he loves it. So that was really something good. He acclimated really well to Colorado.
He's a good mover. Okay.
Yeah. We didn't know that, but yes.
Well, that's wonderful, Sharon. Well, I would love to see the trick.
Okay,
and then we'll bring everybody back on.
So we discovered this almost 5 years ago. It was my dad's 85th birthday, and so we were FaceTiming, and we were on the couch, and all of a sudden we were singing. And I'm going to use different words for this, but we were singing "Happy Birthday" to my dad. And on the side of the couch comes this one. So I'm going to change the words a little bit. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Okay. I'm so grateful for you.
Wow. Thank you. Wow. That was awesome.
And, so if anybody who's watching this has a voice teacher, we're looking for a voice teacher for this one. I'm very, very, very serious about that. So thank you, Chris.
You're welcome. I'm going to bring everybody back on here.